favorite stops on the tour. And today, Darrell K. Royal Stadium is packed and revved up, ready to make noise for the Texas Longhorns. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Longhorns will kick this away to start us off. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will be the first up today. And this quarterback, of course, Kirk, he's the guy that stirs the drink for this team.
Talk about the total package. He runs it, produces it, directs it, acts out all the scenes. He's the whole package. I love a quarterback who understands the ins and outs of a football game. This kid plays like he wrote the manual.
Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw over the middle. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Off the RPO, caught to the right. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
They'll run it from the gun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking for 6. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, this just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff. It's Miranda. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
So a very makeable third down for the offense from the 29. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Miranda. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, they get positive yards here. I have the sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
The pocket breaking down. Escapes the pocket. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Brought near the sideline, but just a short gain.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Miranda. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
First down and 10 now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to throw it on first down. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Motion now from the tight end. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, and he dropped it. Might have heard some footsteps there over the middle. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. He's running out of time here. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. On first down, it's play action. Bringing pressure. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
And that's good enough for a first down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch made on the left side. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open score.
That makes the score Kentucky 7, Texas 0.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick off. Texas.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Some positive signs in the last drive. They moved the ball, but eventually stalled. Came up empty. The game is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Across the 40 now. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Well, Kirk, Kentucky has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far.
7, Texas 0.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the game just good enough for a first down. The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Caught quickly. He's swarmed by the defense.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
It's third down for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. Longhorns hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Ball handed off. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They stop him again. Back-to-back plays go nowhere here on the goal line.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers and make the play.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch into the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Crosses the 10. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Quick completion to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. Catch made on the left side. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The Longhorns pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
He'll hand it off. Trucks through the defender. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
Snags the quick throw. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
He's escaping the pocket now. Jukes to get free. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain, short of the first down, though. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. The Longhorns churn out another first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Receiver makes the grab. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Pass caught, second down now. And he drops back in the gun. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up with that sack.
They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride.
He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Getting set. Here's second down. A handoff from the shotgun. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Tackle, but first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, and no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes a quick catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Tight end goes in motion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Fires it on the move. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw. Incomplete. Second down coming up. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to chuck it again. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Finds his target.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Quarterback looking to scramble. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here. A pop pass on a jet sweep. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. In the clear at the 25. Touchdown, Texas. They'll take the lead in the second half.
Because I can't believe the quarterback took it all the way to the end zone. That is a big-time play. The defense, to their credit, had everybody covered, but they forgot to account for the mobility of this quarterback. Sure made him pay for it.
Went after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And they stop it at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Play action here on 1st down. They pressure him and get him. A loss back to the 7-yard line.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. 2nd down play coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Sacked, dropped at the 3.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field in that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's 4th down and long.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Short connection to the tight end here. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
What a job at the line of scrimmage by this defense. Looked like a no-brainer. Second and short, easy first down. No, denied, stopped, bring up third down.
Quarterback keeps the football. Longhorns pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
The Longhorns looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Coming up, second down and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at the 25. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Using his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
They look to throw it here on second down. He finds the running back in the flat. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Three guys up front lined up. It's first down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. Receivers are bunched together. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to scramble. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. To begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. finds an open target on the left side. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. Longhorns will look to convert here on 4th down. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
The Longhorns have 1st and 10 here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. The Longhorns line it up with 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. The defense drops him for a loss. They went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now.
Loses 3. Brings up 2nd and goal. Ready?
And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. Touchdown, Texas. This offense really clicking.
Man, it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Texas.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They are really in a hole here, and that turnover in the last possession did not help. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points. And here we are in the 4th quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Quarterback making some changes at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. He's looking to scramble. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle, picks up the first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Looks left and finds his target there. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
You know, Well, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Receiver in motion now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. And the route is on. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Yeah, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game. I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got
breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, that gain will give them some breathing room. What a good job of being able to get them out of that hole. They're inside their own 5-yard line. And on the other hand, the defense, what a missed opportunity. You had them pinned back, a chance to really, at the very least, affect field position. And now you give up a big gain like this.
Big man finally brought down by the quarterback. That was a tough assignment. Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
That's another aggressive call by this defense, bringing the blitz on 3rd and long.
Yeah, one of the beautiful things this defense has is guys that can cover. When you feel like you have guys that can cover against these wide receivers, it frees you up to be a little bit more aggressive. And this time they dial up that blitz, not worried at all about getting beaten man-to-man.
The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Past the 20, at the 10 now. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Texas. And the beatdown continues.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the point after is good. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will get the offense the football at the 46.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Here's the second down play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the fourth quarter.
This defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
On the flag.
This one ended up being a blowout. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just